Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, John Howell here. Isn't it weird, right? It's like, oh, it's John Howell here. It's like, duh, that's my name of the title of the YouTube channel. Maybe that's my alias name. Maybe my name is really Frank. That's right, my name's really Frank. Mate, nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet the real me, real Frank. Frankly, let's see what the market's doing right now. What we're seeing right now in the markets is actually quite interesting, right? We're getting a lot of interesting stuff here, and I don't think we're out of the woodworks just yet. What I mean by the downside movement is finished yet, and we're going to continue up right now. Now, overall, I think we're likely to continue up because I have very close targets to where I believe we're likely to get to. But let's have a look at the very short term right now in the markets, and we're going to have a look and see what's really going on right now. So let me just take everything off the screen here for a minute, and I just want to bring up this screen here. So let me bring up, say, the last 3 months. And one thing I want to share with you is this, right? So notice how we did this. So notice that this is the absolute short term, okay? Long term or the overall period, I think even if we did get a bit of a dip, I have a target of 27,000, okay? That's maybe next 4 or 5 months it's likely to get there. Maybe next month, I don't know. Right? Maybe never, right? Maybe we end up at 10,000 before we end up at 27,000. Now, if the Rona comes back again, which we know it's going to come back again, by the way, you know that, right, guys? Like, we know, come back later at the end of the year, it's going to come back again, and then hopefully we don't go through a massive shutdown again. Now, that's going to be something really bad if that does happen. But anyway, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you think Rona's going to come back again because we are starting to open up a bit right now, and we know that, right? The next month, everything's going to be back to normal. We're going to get back to work, and things are going to start to pick back up again. Okay, we know that, don't we? But do you believe that it's going to come back again? This is very in sync of what actually happened with the Spanish flu back in 1918, 1919. So hopefully it doesn't actually come, and hopefully this whole Rona thing doesn't actually happen with the whole. Because the Spanish flu, right? It came back 3 times, but the third time it came back, and it just really was deadly. So anyway, hopefully it's not like that right now. But I do believe it's likely to reappear, whether that's self-engineered or not, or it's actually real, or it's just self-imposed by higher powers or not. I do believe we're likely to see another appearance. Anyway, let me know what you think below. After next month or so, when things start to really open up and everything now is contained, do you think Mr. Rona will peer its head again towards the end of the year, when obviously America goes back into their winter period and all that sort of stuff? So looking at what I'm seeing here right now on a short-term basis, okay, this is an absolute short-term basis. I'm noticing a few things here right now. Guys, this is absolute short term. Notice what's happening here right now. This is actually not a good sign. This is not a good sign right here for a short term momentum here. Okay, very short term. Now, what I mean by that is next 1 or 2 days we could end up above here. Okay, but notice what we actually have here. Notice how that on this Dow Jones. Okay, we have this market runs up, it pokes its head back above this level. Notice rejection here, broke above. Came back down. Now look where we're at. So we're not out of the woodworks yet. This actually could be a little breakdown, a little false. I was gonna say false and fake at the same time. little falsy fakey breakout. Oh man, I'm having a cracker today, aren't I? Anyway, so we can see that through there. Is this about to pause? Maybe a little run up and then another drop? That may be in the works right now. If we do get that, I don't believe we're likely to come back down and test new lows. If we do get that, we're likely to come back down even just a little bit more, and then probably see another rally back to the upside. But that's my thoughts, and my thoughts are probably always wrong anyway. So take that with a grain of salt. Sp500, same sort of thing, right? Look at this here. We actually had. There was actually a lot. If I bring up the hourly chart, we'll probably get a lot more better. Yeah, look at this on the hourly chart, right? Let's go back to daily chart because I want to share something with you here. So let me take this off the screen here. So on same for the S&P 500, right? We've got rejection here, broke down, rally up, but notice we're below the momentum levels now. We're below this sort of short-term resistance, and we've broken down, below this low period through here. That's actually a short-term weakness in the markets. Now, guys, again, caveat, that's what I'm seeing right now. 2 days from now, the story's going to be completely different, right? That's what I'm talking about, exactly what the day by day is, okay? Overall, on the S&P 500, I have a target on the S&P 500 of 3,000. So it may just get there, okay? It may just get there. But on the short term, we may get a little bit of weakness right now. And it's hard to say, right? Because we really are still stuck in this overall sideways range, aren't we? When we look at it, we're still stuck in this overall sideways range through here, but we are getting a little bit of weakness. But you know what? The jobs numbers coming out soon right now, and the market knows it's probably going to be weak. So if we start to get something like this, then guess what? No, it's not a short-term selling movement. Now, if we get something like this, we're probably likely to drop, hold, and then rally. If we get something like this here, then we're probably likely to rally to at least 3,000. And then, where's that gap? The gap's actually not that far above there. So I still believe this gap here, guys, is probably likely to get filled. Again, it may take another 2 or 3 months for that to happen because it slowly goes up, as you can see. So that's really interesting there. And also the Nasdaq, right? The Nasdaq. People say, what do you call it the Nasdaq? I don't know. Because it's Nazi, right? So we can see here on the Nasdaq, but with the Nasdaq, it's something different. Let me show you what I'm seeing here. On the Nasdaq, we can see how this is a lot different here right now. This is actually the trend line here for the Nasdaq, right? So the Nasdaq is actually quite strong still right now. We are getting a very nice move up, low, higher, low, rally up, pull back, little sideways movement. So the Nasdaq, which is so close to closing, it's a gap. The Nasdaq is so close. It's close. They're gonna start to sing on you guys. Oh, please, John, stick to the charts. The Nasdaq's almost about to close the gap as well too. So the Nasdaq's probably going to do that right now. Because I have, if I'm looking at like this through here, and I start to look at things like Netflix. Their Netflix is actually broken out, but I have a target of Netflix of up at 550 right now. So Netflix to me is just starting its breakout. We have a lot more upside to come with Netflix. And guess what? That makes me, excited. Why? Because it just gives me really good opportunities. Now I know we're breaking out of this lackluster crap that we're doing right now, and we're actually starting to trend. Guess what? Guess who loves to jump on trends? This guy. Not right now, right? I don't just jump straight in, right? I still need a good entry signal, but it's going to give me a really good, if I get a really good entry bar, it's going to give me a massive high probability, like a 90% success rate probability that we're going to have at least a nice move. Maybe not a move straight up to 550. Is that 550 there? Yeah, 550. Maybe not. Maybe you can see that this is the whole projection level there. Maybe not straight, maybe not an absolute straight move to 550. It may happen, but since we're now breaking out, okay, we've got a bit of a lackluster dog through here, and we rallied up. Now we have a bit of a pullback. Guys, we start to break out of this level through here. It's on like Donkey Kong for another nice move. And guess what, guys? It may be a nice move like this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars, and then sideways, and then guess what? And then we may go up and then have another pullback, or we may go straight up. Who knows? But all I do say is, looking at Netflix right now, is Netflix to me is a very exciting pattern, and this guy is watching it very closely. And same for Amazon as well too, right? Amazon has done the same thing as well too. Amazon had its gap through. Look at this here. Drop Amazon, come up, close its gap. If we have a look at Zimon, the Amazon, right? If we have a look at Amazon, actually that was Amazon there, wasn't it? Yeah. So if we have a look at Amazon, let's actually squeeze our chart back up again in a minute. Let's bring up the last 3 months. All right. And we have a look at Amazon. Amazon is doing the same sort of thing as well too, right? We had a run up. If we get a nice sort of pullback and then another breakout, I ultimately have a target of Amazon at 2750 right now. Since we've actually broken out of this lackluster, not doing nothing, and we're starting to break out, guess what's happening? It's starting a new trend right now. So things are galloping up quite nicely. The Nasdaq stocks, like Microsoft, look at Microsoft. Microsoft has already come up and closed this gap. It's still looking strong. Apple's looking really strong as well too. Nice little break up. Apple's almost about to close this gap. I'm actually in Apple myself as well too. So actually I got in Apple down here. See that little arrow there? This guy? That's when I thought, okay, Apple looks like it's starting to bottom out right now after this crash. And so I've been long Apple ever since then. Let's see what happens. I don't know. But there we go, guys. That's what I see right now. Overall, it is just absolutely crazy. And I tell you what, that's what I believe we're about to start to get. A bit of a gallop on the horse. Let's go. Traders, I am running a free training, and on this free training, I'm going to walk you through my #1 trading system for the last 15 years. If you're wondering, what is my trading system? How do I actually trade the markets? What sort of setups do I look for? Then this is for you. See, on this, I'm going to walk you through all the details, but I'm going to walk you through the 3 secrets. The secret #1 is I'm going to walk you through the one thing that took me from $250,000 in debt and almost went bankrupt to actually shifting to actually making money from the markets. I'm going to talk about that one thing. Secret #2, I'm going to walk you through all the steps and all the details to my trading system. I'm not going to hold anything back. You're going to learn all the details to this. So you too, when you leave, you'll be able to see exactly how I trade the markets and what sort of setups I look for so you can start to apply it today as well too. And secret #3, I'm going to show you exactly how and how I trade the markets for only 1 hour per day as well too. So I'm going to walk you through everything through. So if you're struggling with your trading right now, you need to see this. If you're looking for a really high probability trading system that gets like over 90% success rate, then this is for you as well too. And if you're looking for a way to be able to have freedom in your life, but also condense that down with a really good trading system, then secret #3, you're going to love that as well too. So I'm running that free training today. So go to johnsfreetraining.com right now and I'll see you there.